Winton.
Good evening and welcome once again to 1000 to 1, the Comic Relief Quiz, and we're only 16 days away from the most important date of the year. Friday, March the 16th, Red Nose Day! That means we're also just 16 days away from the 1000 to 1 grand final. Now, so far, we've got 2 of our 5 finalists, David Phillips and Helen Godfrey. Now, the question is, which of tonight's 200 red-nosed know-it-alls will be joining them to play for an incredible 1,000 prizes on March the 16th? That's right, 1 winner, 1,000 prizes. And don't forget, on top of all of that, there's another grotto of goodies that will go to Comic Relief projects in the winner's home area. So you're not just playing for yourselves, you're also playing to benefit Comic Relief projects right here in the UK. Right, everybody, are you ready to be whittled? Yes! Good, because I'm wearing my whittling whistle and flute. So, let's play 1,000 to 1. Round 1 is called 200 to 25, and I'm going to trim this week's 200 to just 25 with the help of these questions. Now, you see, it's easy when you know how, and I know how easy some of you are. Now, as you can see, each group is wearing a different coloured sash. It is like being in Thunderbirds down here in front of all you Lady Penelopes and Virgils. Now, I said Virgils. But remember, it's the majority vote that counts, and only the fastest and highest scoring blocks will go through. Here's how it works. I'm going to give you 4 words that are all possible answers to the next set of questions. After each question, use your keypads to select the answer that you think is the correct one. Oh, and remember, you can choose the same word twice. So, let's play. Are you ready? Yes. Good. Here are your first 4 choices. They're all well-known rivers. I offer you Clyde, Shannon, Amazon and Nile. Could you name Clint Eastwood's orangutan friend in Every Which Way But Loose? It's one of those. Please vote. OK. And the correct answer is Clyde. OK. One of them is a legendary female warrior. Please tell me. Please vote. Who is it? The answer I was looking for is Amazon. American singer Adele. He's one of them. His hits include Runaway. Who is it? Please vote. The answer is Shannon, yes. It's time for half of you to say goodbye. Only the quickest and highest scoring 4 blocks can play on. Very tense. Let's find out who's moving on and who's moving out. Whoa! Playing the game purple, red, blue and orange. So we're down to 100 contestants. 4 colours left. And we're going to lose half of you right now. Let's see the next options. Have a look at these 4. I offer you Phoebe, Chandler, Monica and Joey. They sound familiar, don't they? But only one of them is a baby kangaroo. Which one is it? Please vote. The correct answer is Joey. I'm looking for the author of The Big Sleep. Who wrote The Big Sleep? Please vote. You've all voted, and the answer is Chandler, Raymond Chandler. Which of these is one of Saturn's moons? Which one is one of Saturn's moons? Please vote. You're looking perplexed, some of you, I wonder. The correct answer is Phoebe! You know what this means? It's whittling time again. Only the quickest and highest scoring 2 blocks can play on. So let's find out who goes and who's on the nose. Oh! You know what that means? We keep purple and blue. OK. So we're now down to just 50, but half of you still have to go. No, I'm sorry. It's the last question of round one, and to ask the question is someone who is certainly not just here for the beer. Fresh from the Queen Vic, it's Tamsin Outhwaite. Tamsin, what are the options for question 3?
Mr. Winton, how are we? I've got the answers to the questions. They are north, south, east, west.
Thank you, Tamsin. Now, there are the 4 options. Don't forget, in the event of a tie, the speed of your answer will be the deciding factor. So, fingers at the ready. Here we go. Here's your first question. Which of these is a surname of Basil Brush's friend, Mr. Roy? Please vote. Tamsin, please, tell us the answer.
North.
OK, here's your next question. You've got north, south, east and west. I'm looking now for the park that's home to Cartman, Kyle and Kenny. OK, sweetheart. Tamsin, gorgeous, tell me, what's the answer?
The answer is south.
Excellent. OK, and now the final question of round one. Now, we started with 200 Smarty Pants. Soon we'll just have 25 Clever Clogs. Now, get this right, and you're a quarter of the way to a place in the grand final on Red Nose Day. Here's your question. Look at the same 4 again. North, south, east and west. And the question I need answering is, in The Wizard of Oz, Dorothy's house landed on a wicked witch. Of where? Please vote. OK, let's hear the answer from our expert in the field, Tamsin.
And the answer to that one is east.
Whoa! Thanks, darling. She's gorgeous. We'll see you very soon, Tamsin. So, half of you've got to take a dive. Let's find out who's on the nose and who goes. Whoa! To stay on, it's purple. Well done, everybody. One of our lucky 25 will soon be winning a place in the grand final and have a chance of taking home those incredible 1,000 prizes. The rest of you, I'm afraid, go home with absolutely nothing. But, you know, just by being here and taking part, you've done something for comic relief. And for those of you who still have to invent an insane idea for Red Nose Day, I've got 5 fundraising tips for this week. Have a look.
Pucker up for a sponsored kiss-a-thon. Stage a comedy night and discover some new local talent. Sponsor someone to wear their pants on the outside for a day. Have a sponsored quiz.
It's the street Duckworth.
Look, I've warned you once. We don't know any of these posh questions.
Well, shut up then.
Throw your own big red-nosed party, charge £1 a ticket. You never know who might turn up.
Don't forget, whatever you do something. And there are plenty more ideas for ways to raise money for comic relief in the fundraising pack. Now, the number to call will be coming up at the end of the show. Well, there's 25 of you left, but that's still too many. And in round 2, I'll be cutting your lot down to size. So, let's play 25 to 5. Well, just 25 of the original 200 contestants remain, but only one of them can join me on March the 16th for the Red Nose Day 1,000 to 1 grand final, and for that chance to win 1,000 prizes, not only for themselves, but also for comic relief projects in the area that they live. And I know everything about all of you. For example, Michael Jacobs. Welcome to 1,000 to 1, Michael. With a name like that, I bet you're cream crackered, aren't you?
I certainly am.
Now, listen, you've done brilliantly, actually, because you've raised 300 quid for comic relief and a bit of a cook, aren't you?
Well, we went to the shop, bought some fairy cakes and made some nice chocolate sauce.
Yeah.
Went inside, dunked the fairy cakes in the sauce, ran outside where I work, stopped the motorist and sold the cakes.
And you did 300 quid?
That's right.
Fantastic. Michael, good luck. Jill Appleyard, where's my Jill? Hi, sweetheart. And actually, I have to tell you now, this will deserve a round of applause. So far tonight, Jill is the only contestant that has got every answer absolutely right, 100%. 100% right. And you're here with the colleagues from Grimsby Careers Advice Centre.
That's right.
And do you have a name for your group that are playing today?
We do. We're Dale's Harem.
Oh, really? Oh, I need to tell you about that. Do you think you'd be good as a harem?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I think so too. Well, you're very welcome. And you're playing with your husband, Paul, is it?
I am.
Where's Paul? Is he doing...
Paul's here.
Hi, Paul. A round of applause, Paul and Jill. Well, good luck to all 25, but you know what I'm going to say? It's time to lose another 20 of you as we turn the screw and play round 2, 25 to 5. Here's the deal. Until now, you've all been playing as a team, but from this point on, it's every man for himself. After every second question, we lose 5 of you. So, to stay in the game, you need to be correct and quick, because in the event of a tie, it's the speed of your answer that will decide your fate. Are you ready? Yes. Let's do it. Here we go. Joan Collins, Joan of Arc, Joan Crawford and Joan Bakewell. Them's your 4. Have a look at them and tell me which one of those was born first. Please vote. I asked you last who was born first. Out of that 4, who was born last? Please vote. OK, you've all voted. I can tell you the answer I was looking for. Who was born first? Joan of Arc. And who's the youngest of our 4? Joan Collins, born in the 30s. Congratulations. You've all played. Let's see how well you've done. We're going to lose 5 of you, but which ones? If your light stays on, you play on. But if it stays out, then so are you. OK. 20 left. Well done. Here we go. Here's another 4 for you. Your 4 are baseball, football, rugby union and polo. There's your 4, but which one of those has the most number of players in a team? Which sport has the least number of players in a team? Please vote. OK, so you've all voted. Let's do the answers. Which sport has the most number of players in a team? The answer is, there you go, rugby union. And which has the least? Polo! OK, now you know the deal here. If your light stays on, you stay in the game. If it goes out, then so do you. OK. 15 of you left. 15 of you left. I'm looking to find a top 10 in this particular round. Have a listen to these 4. I offer you food processor, electric toaster, dishwasher and frozen food. Which of those 4 came first? Please vote. But which came last? Please vote. OK, you've all voted. Let's have a look at the answer. Which of those came first? The dishwasher. And now let's find out which came last. The food processor. You know what that means? It's decision time. Who stays and who goes? You can't fight the lights. If it stays out, then so are you. I love the way you're all looking at the person next to you. Have your light gone out? Are you staying on? Well, now we know what our top 10 is. OK, I've got to lose 5 of you, though. Going to cut it in half again. Have a look at these 4. Here's your last chance to make it to the top 5. Cantona leaves Manchester United. Des Lynam leaves the BBC. Robbie leaves Take That. And MI6 spy leaves briefcase in wine bar. OK, them's your 4. Which happened first? Which was the last thing to happen? Which one of those happened last? Please vote. You've all voted. Here are your answers. What happened first? Well, Robbie left Take That first. What happened last? MI6 spy left briefcase in wine bar. You know what that means? From our top 10, I need to find the fabulous 5. So for 5 of you, it's the end of the line. If your light goes out, then so do you. OK. But you know, Only one of these 5 can win a place in the grand final on Red Nose Day, which is on March the 16th. Now, before that, they've got a moment to catch their breath, because we're going to catch up with what's happening all over the UK in the run-up to Red Nose Day. So, let's cross over to the nose room and hear the latest Red Nose news, as read by Angela Rippon and Harry Hill.
Good evening. This is Red Nose News from the BBC. I'm Angela Rippon.
And I'm Michael Burke.
There are just 16 days to go until Red Nose Day 2001. And as the country gears up for the biggest Red Nose Day ever, news of fundraising activity across the UK is flooding in. Workers in the City of London have turned from trading gold to treading grapes at the City Stomp. Well, it all adds to the bouquet. The message from Comic Relief is, whatever you do, do something.
Angela, you're not going to wedgie me like last week, are you?
Me? Wedgie? No.
News from the world of pop. Irish supergroup Westlife, or Westlife, are following in the footsteps of pop luminaries Hale and Pace, Right Said Fred and Mel Smith by Westlife hope arch rival Bob the Builder doesn't scupper their chances for a 3rd consecutive #1 single for Comic Relief.
That was Red Nose News. Join us next week for the latest news on the campaign and what's coming up on Red Nose Day, March the 16th.
Good
night. Wedgie!
Wonderful. And don't forget, we'll be back with Angela and Harry next week, because nose news is good news. So, now just the fearless 5 are left. You 5 are just a red nose length away from being tonight's winner and coming back for the grand final on Red Nose Day. So, it's time to play round 3. I call it 5 to 2. Well, by the end of round 3, only 2 will be left to play the head-to-head. The other 3 will be long gone. I know all about you lot, I really do. Paul, let me start with you. Serves as a taxi service, but for your wife.
Yep.
Is that right?
That's right.
A little proud smile on her face when you got through at the end, which was lovely. I hope we captured it on camera. She was like, that's my Paul who's got through. Fantastic. I wish you luck, Paul.
Thank you.
Bev, welcome to, well, I say, the top 5 here. And you've done nothing but grin and smile all day long, which is a bit of a giggler, aren't you, really?
Yeah.
And I love this, because you're a real Trekkie, aren't you? Is that the right vernacular, Trekkie?
Yeah.
You're a Trekkie. So much so, didn't you go to Vegas?
Got beamed up.
You got beamed up?
Yeah. It was brilliant, yeah.
Do you know, that explains such a lot. Now, you worked in a bank for charity. What did you do to the manager?
Custard pied the manager.
Straight in the face. And what was the reaction? Were you still working there afterwards?
Yes, we did ask him first.
You asked him first?
Oh, yes.
Oh, you're too polite by half. Oh, dear. Well, I wish you luck, Bev.
Thank you.
Brian, welcome to the final 5. And I know a story that you've got to tell about vegetables.
It was a few years back. They were raising money for Comic Relief on a pub crawl, and I was in the pub where they arrived.
Yeah.
And they were all dressed as vegetables, and there was a bloke dressed as a carrot, and he keeled over in the pub. So they said, we need someone in a carrot suit to finish it off. So I thought, yeah, I'll do it. Great idea. So I ended up walking around Leicester for 2 hours dressed as a carrot.
I actually put the carrot outfit on.
Yeah.
What did you come as tonight? Brian, welcome. Julie, do you love me? Lovely to see you. And did you think when you arrived earlier tonight that there are 200, you'd be standing in the last 5?
Never.
No, you did look a bit surprised, I have to say, as the lights were going out, yours were staying on. So you've done very well. Who knows? You may be going through to the final on Red Nose Day. Good luck, Julie.
Thank you.
Barry O'Leary. It's a good London name, isn't it, Barry? Yeah. Now, you did meet a real superstar when you were a kid. Who was it you met?
John Wayne.
John Wayne. Yeah. Where did you meet John Wayne?
On a film set. I can't remember the name of the film. I was 7 or 8 years old.
So what did he say to you? Get off your horse and drink your milk, kid.
I asked him for his autograph and he said, you sure can, kid? And he hit me across the back and I shot across the road.
No! Really? Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I wish you luck. I won't smack you today, Barry. I wouldn't dare. Barry! OK. Right, to spice things up a bit, you'll each start with 50 points. Now, each correct answer you give will earn you an extra 20 points, but if you give me a wrong answer, you'll lose 10. Oh, and another thing, it pays to be quick because in the event of a tie, it's your voting that counts. Shall we do it? Here we go. Here are your four for this particular round. Art Garfunkel, Eric Clapton, Shakin' Stevens and Tom Jones. Which one of those artists has not changed his name? One of those was born with that name. Which one was it? Please vote. OK, you've all voted, and the answer is Art Garfunkel. Here's your next four. Bee, Hornet, Wasp and Hairdryer. Bee, Hornet, Wasp and Hairdryer. A Vespa takes its name from the Italian word for what? Please vote. OK, you've all voted, and the answer I was looking for was... Wasp. OK, let's have a look at those scores, see how well you're doing. Well, at the moment, Paul has 60, Bev 60, Brian 60, Julie 60 and Barry 90. Well done, Barry, you're in the lead. OK, here we go. Earl Grey, Lapsang Souchong, Darjeeling and Lemon. Which one of these was a Prime Minister in 1830? Please vote. OK, and the answer I was looking for is... There you go, Earl Grey. Here are your next four. Curtis Cup, Ryder Cup, Davis Cup and Worthington Cup. Them's your four, but which one of these sporting cups is played for by women? Please vote. OK, you've all voted. The answer I was looking for was the Curtis Cup. Well done. Let's have a look at those scores, see how well you've done. Well, look at that. Barry in the lead with 130. Julie and Brian are level pegging in the runner-up position. We know Barry's going through, which means that we need to have a winner. It'll be the one who answered the questions quickest that will go through. So, computer, tell me, Brian and Julie, who was the quickest? Julie! It was very close. It was very close. Paul, Bev and Brian, you have been wonderful. Thank you for taking part this far. Julie and Barry, well, you're just one round away from a place in the grand final and the chance to win 1,000 prizes. Now, have you thought where you would actually put 1,000 prizes? Well, fortunately, I've been able to rope in a few God-fearing souls to look after that pile of prizes this week. And let me tell you, I couldn't have found a more trustworthy bunch.
Hello, Mr. Winton. Dale, if I may make so bold. The Dibley Parish Council are delighted to have been appointed the guardians of the 1,000 prizes for this week. And I must say, it's a pretty amazing collection of things, isn't it, Jim?
No, yes, it is.
There are prizes to keep you fit.
And prizes to keep you fat.
Yes, but unfortunately, there's no sign of any heavy agricultural equipment, which is a big disappointment. And also, there's nothing for the keen animal stuffer. Oh, God, I didn't enter, no?
What are they doing here?
They're pants, Jim. Apparently, there's a whole year's supply.
Rubbish. A year's supply? There's too many of them. January, February, March...
Spring, summer, autumn?
Yes, well, whatever. Anyway, we'd like to wish the competitors all the very best of luck. And remember, it's not the winning that matters, it's the taking part.
It's quite right. And I intend to take a large part of the prizes home with me tonight. Good night, Dale.
Yes, good night, Dale. Right, Owen, you can stop that right now, because stealing is a sin.
Oh, no, it's not. Romantic association with animals is a sin. Stealing is an occupation. Oh, nice electric kettle.
Don't worry, I'll sort them out. Whoa! Garuru, Mon.
I don't know. I just don't know. I'd have been better off leaving the prizes with Del Boy. But one of you could win what's left. And let's not forget to say a big thank you to the generous people who donated these prizes to Comic Relief. Not to mention the other goodies we've got lined up for Comic Relief projects in the winner's home area. Now, with all those prizes up for grabs, we'd better get on and find ourselves a finalist. OK. It's time for the head-to-head. Now, I'm going to ask you a series of questions against the clock. One of you is just 60 seconds away from a place in the grand final on March the 16th. Now, each question will have two options. All you have to do is vote for the one that you think is right. And in the event of a dead heat, I shall ask a tiebreaker question until we get a winner. So, are you ready? Mm-hmm. No shouting from your friends and partners up there, and I wish you luck. If you're ready to vote, let's start. Here we go. Start the clock. Who had a hit with a horse with no name? Europe or America? Correct. Which is a species of diving duck? Goldeneye or Moonraker? Goldeneye is correct. What was composer Vaughan Williams' first name? Was it Ralph or Vaughan? Ralph is the right answer. World heavyweight boxing champion of the 1920s was either Dempsey or Makepeace. Both said Dempsey, both right. Which was Take That's first #1 record? Pray or Could It Be Magic? Is wrong, it was Pray. How many humps does a Bactrian camel have? Is it 1 or 2? The answer is 2. Could you give me the name of the Croatian coastline on the Adriatic Sea? Is it Alsatian or Dalmatian? 1 Dalmatian, 1 Alsatian. Dalmatian's the right answer. Where did Rupert the Bear live? Nutbush or Nutwood? Both gone Nutwood. Correct. The name given to the light ocean current is found... And you don't get to answer that particular question. OK, you've both played. Time's up. We have a winner. And the winner is... Julie! Barry? You know, you may not have got through to the final, but it must be a great feeling having gone from 200 to 2. Give me one. Give him a proper cheer. Barry, fantastic. Nice to see you, Barry. Julie, gorgeous girl. You get to come back on the final, but in the meantime, just to keep you happy for the work you've done today, which is fantastic, I've got a gold envelope here for you, and this one is a weekend for 2 in Dublin, including tickets to see Westlife in concert. That's for you.
Wonderful, thank you.
You're very welcome. And this is... Now, this envelope is for a comic relief project in your own area. It's a 3-piece suite, dining table, chairs and cutlery set, all to go, as I say, to a comic relief project in your own area.
Thank you very much.
And I will see you again on the 16th of March. Fantastic. They've all been brilliant. Fabulous. Yeah. OK. That's all from us on 1000 to 1 for this week, but in the meantime, don't forget why we're here. There's still time to say pants to poverty here in the UK and Africa by phoning for a comic relief fundraising pack. Now, the number will be coming up at the end of the show. And remember, whatever you do, please do something. And I'll see you next Wednesday. Have a good night. Good night now.
Please don't forget why we did this tonight. The money you raise for comic relief does change the lives of poor and vulnerable people here in the UK and Africa. Call now for a fundraising pack on 09068 20 2001. And remember, whatever you do, do something.